Yo, what is up guys, it's Hycross, and today I'm extremely excited to be reviewing a brand new gaming keyboard. This has been sent from Melgeek. Melgeek is a keyboard company. They specialize in gaming keyboards. They also have keycaps. They mostly specialize in more so like the peripheral side of things, so a lot of their gaming keyboards are crazy good specs. They look absolutely amazing, and they actually reached out to me not too long ago and asked if I would be interested in reviewing their brand new Melgeek MADE68 Pro gaming keyboard. This keyboard is actually not released yet, but it will be releasing very, very soon. As of making this video, it should release in the next couple of days. So, getting to this keyboard, I'm absolutely shocked at the specifications with this keyboard. It's absolutely incredible. When they sent me like the list of specifications and asked if I'd be interested, I looked over it and I was just absolutely shocked that they could actually build that into a keyboard like this. But this keyboard's absolutely incredible. It feels amazing to play on. So let's just get right into all the specifications, and I'll kind of explain my thoughts and how it performed with Fortnite. So let's get right into it, starting off with the design. So I quickly want to show you guys up close how beautiful this keyboard actually is, especially the back here, like just absolutely stunning design. So with the colors, there's 4 color options, okay? There's air, earth, fire, and water. They asked me which one I would like to review. Obviously, the color isn't going to change any performance, but I said surprise me. So they did send over the water version, it looks like, and it just looks absolutely incredible. The keycaps are like a dark navy blue, and then they have obviously like the 2 white keycaps here. The keycap material is ABS double shot, so it's not really gonna smear, and it is very high quality. For the build, it is a plastic case with aluminum side panels, as you guys can see. So there's like bolted on aluminum side panels. It looks absolutely incredible with the aluminum there. And I think the star of the keyboard is definitely the back. So as you guys can see, it looks like there's like a water design. I actually haven't gotten a chance to see like the earth, fire, or air versions. I don't know if it's going to change like the design on the back. I'm assuming it will, because this looks like a water design, but it looks absolutely incredible. And actually, when you plug it in real quick here, plug it in, it lights up, and the whole backdrop lights up and just looks absolutely incredible sitting on your desk. Like, it just looks phenomenal. It's such a high quality design. It honestly feels like the Wooting keyboard, but it definitely feels way more premium, and it just feels absolutely incredible. It's also very, very heavy. I believe it comes in at 850 grams, which is a very heavy keyboard. Like, there's some serious weight to this thing, but you could definitely tell based on how the keyboard feels and sounds, and I will be doing a sound test very soon after we get through all the specifications. But yeah, just the build quality, absolutely phenomenal. Now, before I start rolling through all the specifications of the performance with the keyboard, I quickly want to tell you guys what comes in the box. They did ship this keyboard out in the current MADE68 box, so it's not the MADE68 Pro, so they just sent me out like the standard box. So I'm not going to show you guys the box itself. So what comes in the box, you're going to get like just this Melgeek sheet. There's like really nothing important in here. And then you're going to get your user manual. This is where you guys can see where to download your software. And I will get into the software. It's actually very high quality, and there's actually a lot of things you can play around with. Very easy to understand, quick little user manual. I like that a lot. Then it's going to come with your USB-C cable, just coiled up here. I'm currently using my other USB-C cable, but yeah, it will come with a USB-C cable. We love USB-C. And then they also threw in a couple extra keycaps. So honestly, nothing too special that comes in the box, just everything, all the necessities that you will need. So yeah, now let's get into the specifications of the keyboard. With the switch type, so I do want to quickly preface this. They did send me out different switches than the mass production unit. They actually sent me out magnetic white switches, and this is actually just for the sample units they set out. And I do have to nitpick a little bit with Melgeek as a brand. I feel like if I'm going to give an honest review on a keyboard that you guys will be buying, I would have loved to try out the mass production unit, because they're actually placing TTC Magneto switches in the mass production unit, and it's vastly different than the sample that they sent out. So just for an example, I will put the screenshot they actually emailed me on the screen. So the polling rate of the sample unit that they sent out to me is only 1000 hertz, while the mass production unit is going to be 8000 hertz polling, which I find absolutely baffling. That's a big difference, especially if you're going to have me review a keyboard and then recommend a keyboard when I'm not really trying it out on 8,000 hertz polling. The latency is 1 ms on the keyboard that I received, and the latency is going to be 0.125 ms. Again, big change. I can't test it out. The accuracy on the keyboard on my unit is 0.04 millimeters, while the accuracy is going to be 0.01 millimeters. And then obviously the switches are different. I have the magnetic white switches, well, you guys will be getting the TTC Magnetos if you guys decide to purchase this keyboard. So again, very different. I'm pretty shocked on why they decided to not give me the mass production unit. I don't know if this was like a last minute decision, but I'm honestly very disappointed in Melgeek as a brand, and it's hard for me to recommend a keyboard when I'm not really trying out the specific keyboard itself. So I just want to make that very, very clear to you guys, and I'm not trying to like scam you guys or anything or recommend a keyboard that I haven't tried. So I want to be completely transparent and just kind of explain that there. And so getting back to the specifications, the actuation on the mass production unit is going to be adjustable from 0.1 millimeters to 4 millimeters. So we like that there. That's great, with 0.01 millimeter accuracy. The polling rate is going to be 8,000 hertz polling, which is huge in my opinion. I wish they would have sent me out a unit with 8,000 hertz because my current sample unit only has 1,000 hertz polling. Again, I'm very confused there. The latency is 0.125 ms. Again, could not test out the latency because that just wasn't built in the sample unit they sent out. The number of keys is 68 keys. As you guys can see on the right here, you will get like a home, delete, page up, page down, and then your little right arrow there. The keyboard is hot swappable, so you can swap out these switches, which is very, very nice. There's also customizable RGB lighting. There's 16 million colors, multiple effects such as breathing, flash, etc. Again, with the build, it is a plastic case with aluminum side panels. It's compatible with Mac, Windows, and Linux. And let's quickly get to the software. So I'm going to pop into my software real quick. It is actually called the Melgeek Hive. And I'll kind of switch my screen for you guys real quick here. There you go. And here, we'll pull up the Melgeek Hive right here. So that's what it's going to look like. And I'll actually move my camera and we'll move my YouTube subs there. So yeah, MADE68, it is the MADE68 Pro. It's just says MADE68 right here. So we're gonna pop in here and this is what everything's gonna look like. So you can play around with the lighting. You can play around with like the speed of the lighting. So there's like lots of options. I'm not super big into RGB, so there's nothing really fun for me in there. Rapid trigger is an option. We love rapid trigger. This is kind of like the fun stuff. So you could select your sensitivity for rapid trigger. You can set your actuation point for all the keys. I have mine set to 0.1 millimeters. That is like the lowest it will go. And then you could set your bottom dead zone. I didn't play it around with that yet, but I think 0.20 is like the standard that it comes with. Switch, there's like switch types. So there's the Gateron magnetic white switches, Gateron magnetic jade switches, and the Hornet switch. You guys will be getting the TTC Magnetos. You can kind of calibrate your keyboard. It'll like track your data. So like there's like precision during use. You can get like higher accuracy and stability when playing. You could obviously test. So like just typing, you guys can see there's like live travel, there's velocity, stuff like that. So honestly, really cool settings there. And then you guys can see like all your device info. So honestly, there is like a lot of things that you can play around with in the software. It's very easy to use. I'm actually a big fan of it. I think it looks great. So really cool there. You guys can download that by going into the little setup guide, and it'll explain everything in here that comes in the box. It's going to cost $99 for a pre-order, so that's kind of like the early bird special that they're doing, and the expected retail price is $130. And for the launch and shipping, the Kickstarter campaign will begin on August 20th, 2024, with shipping after November 12th, 2024, just so you guys know. So that is all the specifications with the keyboard. Now I want to get into how this keyboard actually feels and kind of describe my experience when playing Fortnite. So quickly, I will do a little sound test for you guys, just to show you guys how good this keyboard actually sounds. So as you guys can tell, absolutely premium feeling. It feels absolutely incredible to type on and to play. This is probably the best typing experience I've had Since the Wooting 68G, in all honesty, and comparing it to the Wooting, I did actually swap my Wooting 68G out with the L45s instead of the stock L60s, so it is a lot lighter. And this keyboard definitely feels lighter. Like, it feels very, very light. It doesn't feel like it's going to wear down your fingers. So I can kind of compare it to the L45s almost in the Wooting 68G. That's just kind of like a baseline example that I can give you. But yeah, my experience with playing, it feels absolutely incredible. Will I continue to use it as my main? I'm going to say no. I do feel like I still prefer an Apex Pro Mini over this, and that is simply just because of the lighter switches, because even though this feels very light, it still is very smooth, and almost too smooth for a game like Fortnite in my opinion. I still feel like that I played very well on it, but I just wouldn't continue to use this. I think this is more of like an aesthetically pleasing keyboard. But as for like the feel, it can get a little bit mushy at times. It still feels light, but again, it is going to feel a little bit mushy. There's not too much to like nitpick about the keyboard. It is a very great keyboard, but I still don't think I would continue to use it. I would recommend this keyboard if you enjoy getting into kind of the peripheral space of things and you're interested in a very good looking keyboard that's going to sound great and it's going to give you a phenomenal typing experience. But yeah, for Fortnite, I would still, to be completely honest, recommend like an Apex Pro Mini or even a Wooting 68G over this. I'm actually pretty disappointed that they didn't send me the mass production unit. It just kind of feels like they rushed everything. That's why I'm just kind of like being fully transparent. This keyboard is phenomenal, and the mass production unit, just the specs on that thing look absolutely crazy. But I do have to say I am a little disappointed that I could not try out the mass production unit. So as for this unit that they sent out, crazy good keyboard, but there are other options that I would recommend out there. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. That is my little quick review on the Melgeek MADE68 Pro. It will be dropping very, very soon, so you guys can stay tuned for that. The links will be in the description below if you guys are interested in copying this keyboard. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.